Sebastian, and thank you so much for listening to my pitch for your business, organization, or church. I recently wrote a book that I believe can change any person who reads it. As a clinical hypnotherapist for over 30 years, I've helped people get their brains quiet. When you get to a quiet mind, then the work of change, meditation, and peace arrives in a powerful way. I call this getting to the observer mind. In my seminars and in my book, I describe a method I call zeroing out, or clearing the cache of the anxious brain, which gets a person to a quiet, peaceful mind in a period of 3 to 4 minutes. And then the empty mind can be filled with a new story, a new healthy habit, or simply peace. I'm proud to say that everyone who has tried this technique has been successful. Those are great odds for you and your community to be successful as well. I've prepared a short video to give you an indication of what I would present at this seminar following this introduction. After the short video are a few happy clients with their take on how zeroing out helped their lives. Enjoy. If you're interested in booking me for such an event, all of my contact information is in my correspondence, or you can find me at bosebastian.com or simply by Googling Bo Sebastian. Thank you. I'm Bo Sebastian, and it's my honor to be here today helping you rid your life of anxiousness and stress. This will help you rewrite your old stories about yourself and find a new pathway to your brightest future. I've been a clinical hypnotherapist helping relieve people of their anxieties and bad habits for over 30 years. Today, I'm going to teach you to remove stress and clutter from your brain in just 3 minutes with the zeroing out technique. I start off all things in life with a purpose, and you should too. Purpose is a blueprint for success. If you want to take back your power, start with a purpose. If you want to get stronger, healthier, smarter, start with a purpose. If you want a better job or relationship, start with a great purpose. Since I started asking for purpose in my life, my peace has amplified. My love has become greater than I could ever imagine, and prosperity, forget about it. I can't even begin to tell you how it's changed. I went from a COVID closure to the #1 hypnotherapy business in Florida, from in debt to abundance in a period of just 2 years, from renting to owning. And I just published a new book. How did I do all of this? It was fairly easy. I just eliminated the negatives and focused in on my next healthy purpose. I've been thinking about the difference between purpose and expectation. If your purpose was as simple as just showing up on time and you got stuck in every red light, and then had a flat tire 2 miles away from work in a torrential rain, what then? Would you have an anxiety attack? Listen to this. If your expectation is something that is quite possibly unattainable or unpredictable, then you could very much create stress in the same place as your purpose. Every day, probably 10 times a day, choose your purpose carefully and make sure it's not an expectation. Because when you choose an expectation instead of a purpose, you're setting yourself up for failure. Your mind shows you exactly what upsets you and brings you down emotionally, simply by giving you a bad feeling. Your stress is the indicator that there's something amiss in your life. But how do you listen to this indicator and respond to this call for peace? I'm telling you the truth now. Last year, I was in 3 car accidents. Then I had to go through 3 subsequent spine surgeries. The first of which, I lost my speaking and singing voice completely. While that was happening, my mom, my 68-year-old sister Sherry, my 70-year-old brother, and my dog Coco all died. Talk about a year that could have buried me in sadness, pain, and change. How does anyone recover from this kind of pain? This is important to understand because to get to peace where I want you to be, you cannot assume truth from an assumption. Because assumptions always lead to the question, why? The premise of anxiety comes at us at exactly the same time we ask the question, why? Why does 1 + 1 = 2? Why is my partner cheating on me? Why doesn't my mother love me? The process I'm going to teach you today is a clearing process of your brain, like on the computer, when you need to empty your cache to create more space so that it runs quickly and properly. Same thing here in the brain. On the video, you'll see an example of the zeroing out technique. We'll do it together. I'll explain it as we're watching it together. Let's begin. Take your forefinger at the frontal cortex of the brain between your eyebrows, and as you're tapping, say the words, I'm going to change my mind now. I'm going to change my mind now. Then take your one finger out in front of you and open and close your eyes like you're taking a snapshot of that one finger. Then you switch to 2 fingers and you tap above your brow and below your eye at your cheekbone. And this time, as you're thinking, I want you to imagine your powerful future. See yourself doing the very thing that you've struggled with. Now relax back in your seat, close your eyes. Once you close your eyes, avert your eyes upward to the ceiling. And as you do that, barely open your eyes, just enough to see some light, nothing more. Notice that your eyes begin to blink and you see flashes of light. You want to keep your eyes in that position while we begin a breathing exercise. First, I want you to imagine that there's a beautiful light shining in front of you. It's a golden, powerful, loving light. Also imagine that your eyes are the windows of the soul that are leading to your heart. And as you breathe in, I want you to imagine inviting that light into your eyes through the windows of your soul.
Life can get really busy taking care of my home, 2 careers, and my family when your mind can't seem to get quiet to rest. That's when you need to use zeroing out.
I never thought I could quiet my mind in only 3 minutes. Zeroing out works.
I highly recommend Zeroing Out by Bo Sebastian. It's been very helpful for me and it's helped me navigate through difficult times. It's just a great book. Everyone should get it.
I tried the zeroing out technique and I have to say it was surprisingly effective and very simple. On those days I'm going 90 to nothing and I just need to slow my brain down for a minute to get back on track. This really has helped me to do that.
Life gets hectic, and sometimes I just don't take the time to clear my mind, especially right after work. The zeroing out method helps me to leave my work at work, so I have a clear mind for the people at home I love.
I've been dealing with clutter in my mind for a long time now. Zeroing out, stop stress in 3 minutes, has completely cured me. Now I can meditate, get quiet, and I'm even sleeping better.
I can't believe how much zeroing out has helped me reduce stress. You've got to try it.
Work for me can get time-consuming and stressful at times, but zeroing out has really changed the way I look at my schedule and my time. Now I can leave my work at work, and I have more time and peace of mind to deal with the people that I care the most about.